cult of Hasanabi tweeted, "Don't tread on Florida and don't mess with gas stoves." Obviously, every part of the conversation is going to become a culture war issue. Turns out we found out that Senator Joe Manchin, of course, chimed in. Everyone's favorite conservative Democrat. "This is a recipe for disaster. The federal government has no business telling American families how to cook their dinner. I can tell you the last thing that would ever leave my house is the gas stove that we cook on. If this is the greatest concern the Consumer Product Safety Commission has for American consumers, I think we need to reevaluate the commission." So it turns out there's a reason for this. It is creating asthma. Okay? It's creating childhood asthma. That is part of the reason why they want to make sure. That is part of the reason why they want to make sure that, they change it. But another thing that we found out, okay, is that it turns out even though the Republicans are holding on to this as a culture war issue, it's a 38%, 68% situation where 68% of the country already uses electric stoves rather than the 38% of the country that uses gas stoves. And most of the people that use gas stoves are in Northeast California and an Eastern urban Midwest thing. This is also where major cities use gas for lighting in the early 20th century, and the infrastructure started at that point. Almost the opposite map of the red-blue political divide. So it turns out they're trying to make a culture war thing happen out of this, but it's mostly liptards that use the gas stoves. The brave American conservative patriots are, as a matter of fact, using the electric stoves. Do the gas stove challenge? What the fuck is that? Mad about liberals coming to steal your gas stove? Tell them to shove it by completing the gas stove challenge. Turn all your burners up without lighting them and bask in it. Share yours. This is like probably you'll probably get banned for this. I'm going to assume this is like a definite TOS violation. Yeah, just leave it on though if you want. Have fun with it. Like I already said, most of the reason why conservatives, I believe, are turning this into a culture war issue is because, well, one, they have to turn something into a culture war issue. Commodity consumption is the only way to do culture war nowadays. Gay M&Ms, female M&Ms, whatever the fuck. And now gas stoves, regardless of who actually is using them or not. We are going to look at the Climate Town video on the matter. Apparently they did one because they're fucking nerds. But before we do that, here is a breakdown of the income. Gas stoves by income. Yes, I have a micro data set now. It only is going to get worse for the gas cucks from here. Also, not legit at all, or over 10% of the poorest 10% can't cook. Makes you wonder about the food stamp prohibition on buying prepared food. Okay. Holy shit. None. So it's mostly just, so it's rich people that are using gas stoves. That's it. But like not rich in the, I wonder if, so I guess maybe Republicans are on board with it then, because Republicans do lean rich. They are the party of the wealthy, but it's mostly just like I think it's mostly upper middle class. Well, I don't know if it's upper middle class suburbanite Republicans, but I think it's a lot of rich liberals too, most likely. It seems like if you look at the areas, it seems like it's mostly upper middle class to rich liberals. Do you find this funny? Not sure who made this, but fucking bravo to whoever it was. Yeah, there's a program to help people pay their new induction stoves to help improve indoor air quality and lower the climate impact of household consumption. It's actually just insane to be against it. It's the saddest symbol to have a gas stove. It's a class thing. Wait, really? Bro, I literally had no idea. I did not know it was like that at all. every fucking shitty ass, I don't think it's a class thing, especially when you think about California, because every shitty ass apartment I've lived in had a gas stove. Whereas the only time I ever experienced an electric stove was in my grandparents' house in New Jersey, and that's like a nice fucking house, or was a nice house in New Jersey. So I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So for me, I always assumed that it was just a thing. Gas stoves are very useful in Florida for when the power goes out after hurricanes. Yeah, older houses always have gas stoves, I feel like. My rental is shit, but so is the electric stove. Anyway, so yeah, let's watch it. Let's take a look. I mean, it's fine that